Thank you very much indeed for that. Thank you. And it's a pleasure to be here today, albeit virtually, to be able to continue to support the Dalton Foundation, DSHK in particular. I've been involved as a director since the outset of DSHK. And the reason for that is quite simple. It's that I really believe in the vision of DSHK for children to become independent learners, to become resilient problem solvers, and to have that amazing opportunity to become really global citizens. And global citizens becoming fluent not just in the two languages of from the English and the Chinese perspective, but in cultures. And that is the future of our world. And our children are the future of our world. And it is so important that we invest in them. And to be able to do this with a group of inspiring women, the founders, has been a real joy and continues to be a real joy. So I work very closely with Mr. Sean and Dr. Du as an advisor, a critical friend. I chair, as Eva said, the Education Committee, and our responsibility in the Education Committee is to oversee the strategy of the school, the education strategy of the school as it develops, and we'll continue doing that as we move through middle school and senior school, so that there is a strong, accountable core. We know that the standards will be high, and that your children, that all the children who come through Dalton School Hong Kong receive an outstanding education. So that's the focus of what I do. Now, as you can see in front of you, the three pillars of Dalton School Hong Kong, and you will know these because they are very visible and they're also very lived. This is, if you're a fly on the wall in the school, in times when we're all in school, then you would see this. You would see very much the children leading from the outset. A huge amount of work goes into making sure that each child is able to lead their learning, be guided by teachers, but that they're really owning their learning. And that's one of our roles that we need to keep looking at and keep checking that we're doing this. It's very easy to slip into lazy ways of education and to dictate to children, but that's not learning, and nor does it serve our children well. So that is one of the key pillars. Dual language, obviously, that's a key pillar of the school, and we see that again in the very structure of Dalton, and a lot of work goes in behind the scenes to make sure that the teachers are well prepared and are comfortable with working within this format. So a lot of very well considered work is happening to ensure the real quality of what's there. And then, of course, the Chinese culture, which is a joy to see, that blend of cultures and children appreciating from a very early age that the world is much bigger than them, so than each of them. So that is wonderful to see this. And this is everything that we're doing to make sure that this approach to education really, really works. So to talk about it in more detail, I'm going to hand back to Dr. Du.